Welcome back to Juan Diego High School. We are just waiting, I believe, for the umpires to make their way back to the field to get things started here with junior varsity. So both teams have taken their warm-ups and are literally just awaiting the start of the game. I see one umpire now making his way to the field. So, not sure if we're just going to go with the one. It looks like that is the home plate umpire, or if we're going to have two. Usually we have the same umpires we had for varsity in the JV game. They just switch positions. So the field umpire takes home plate and vice versa. So, but I don't see the other umpire, so I'm not sure what's going on. Juan Diego is huddled over there at third base, preparing to take the field. Looks like the coach is wondering what's going on as well. Are we going? Are we staying? What are we doing here? So we'll get it figured out here pretty quick. So just a recap of what happened earlier today. Juan Diego came out on top in the varsity game by a score of 4-2 over Ogden. The game was pretty close throughout. Ogden jumped all over Juan Diego, coming out, swinging the bats, 3 hits in 3 pitches, or something to that effect. It was very quick and fast and furious. They were all over the bases and held a 1-0 lead for a couple of innings, but it was close. It was a lot closer than Tuesday's match on the varsity side, where varsity for Juan Diego came out ahead 16-2. This was a much closer game. So good effort by both teams. Juan Diego coming out on top, and you do see in the frame there that we do have a second umpire, and they have in fact switched positions. So we'll have a new home plate umpire, and we should have things underway momentarily as Juan Diego takes the field. Let's see if we can see who's going to go ahead and pitch for Juan Diego in junior varsity. It looks like number 17. And as is, the only thing I can figure is tradition at Juan Diego. They changed their jerseys for junior varsity, and I am not familiar with everyone in their new uniforms or their alternative uniforms and their numbers. So I'm not sure who's on the mound. I do see the number is 17. So hopefully when Game Changer gets going here, I'll get the name and we'll put it up on the board so you can see that. And I'm guessing we're going to be having first pitch here in probably another minute. Once that throw is made down to second, we'll get a batter up and we'll get started. The posted sunset time that I found online for this area is 8:14, so 8:14, which means we have 2.5 hours before we need to really start worrying about the light, or maybe more like 2, to be honest with you. The light does fade up here pretty quickly, even before the sun is officially set. So hopefully we can get a lot of innings in here for junior varsity before we have to start worrying about light. So go ahead and kill that music and we'll bring up the game. So a swing and a miss right off the bat for the batter for Ogden, number 17. And a called strike 2. So quickly 0-2, and the wind, by the way, has really started to kick up here. So luckily it's warm enough where it's not going to be too much of a problem, but it is always fun trying to position cameras through the net with the wind fighting it the entire time. So 4 straight pitches, 4 straight strikes by Odell, the pitcher. So that's who we have up on the hill. Let's go ahead and make that change on the board. And that's high for ball one. So 1 and 2 to the batter, and all we have as far as information on the batter is the number. So number 17. 17 versus 17. Off speed, just misses low. So 2 and 2. And that's outside and low, so the count is full. Just like that. And swing and a miss. So out number one. Nice looking pitch there by Odell. Up to bat for Ogden is going to be, gosh, kid didn't see the number as he walked up there. Find it here in a second. And a nice off speed, that's number 11. 4 strike 1. Number 8 is on deck for Ogden. And I don't know if Ogden has the same ritual of changing jerseys as Juan Diego does, so just calling out the numbers as I see them here, and that one's off by a pretty good margin, 1 and 1. So 2 and 1. To number 11. And a swing and a miss. A good pitch there by Odell. 2 and 2. And as was the case for varsity, the scoreboard here in the field is dark. So I don't know if there's something wrong with it, or the controller can't be found, or the power button. There's a strike 3 again for Odell. But nevertheless, the board is dark, so we don't have a scoreboard here in the field. And a hanging curve ball is going to go out to center field, and he drops it. Oh, that is probably an error. That should have been routine. So I am going to go ahead and tack an error on the board for Juan Diego. Put a runner on first, and that's going to bring up a new batter for Ogden. Looks like number 7, snap throw to first, is not in time. So number 7 at the plate. I believe that was a ball anyway. Yeah, ball 1. And a block, and the runner goes, but no play. So ball 2. And that'll move the runner to second base. So Ogden with a runner in scoring position. And that's hit over to third. Throw to first is in plenty of time, and that will do it for the first half of
third.
inning
Nice
number
stop,
1.
Alec.
Throw to first is
Nice throw, nice put out there by Juan Diego. And we'll see if we can get a number on the pitcher for Ogden upcoming. So with junior varsity, there typically is not any background music that I need to wash out with other music to keep the YouTube folks happy. So we'll probably just leave it here with the open mic and let it roll. Looks like we're going to have number 6 up for Ogden pitching. So we'll set that. If I see a name, I will go ahead and add that. And batting for Juan Diego appears to be Carlos Collada for the Soaring Eagle. And just as I said, the wind was really whipping up. It is dead calm right now. But I'm sure that will change and give it a few seconds probably. So I don't have a name on the pitcher, but number 6, we'll just go with that for the identifier. And up to bat for Juan Diego is Carlos Collada. And he shows bunt, and that's outside. So ball 1. Shows bunt again. No signal by the umpire that that was a strike, so that'll be 2-0 to Carlos. And short on that one is the pitch, so 3-0. Showing bunt all the way, taking all the way, 4, strike 1. So that's the old prop bet. We had another instance of somebody swinging on 3-0 today, so that's only the second time all year that that's happened. And another strike, and that's hit into left field, so good hit by Carlos. That was a good pitch. Just kind of hung it out there for an off speed, and that'll put a runner on first and put a hit on the board for Juan Diego. So up to bat now for the Soaring Eagle is going to be Caden Fenger. Shows bunt and gets it down, but it goes foul. So nice attempt there by Caden to advance the runner, possibly get on first base with an infield hit. Runner goes, Caden shows bunt and is hit by the pitch. So that is a batter hit by the pitch. Take another look at that one. Shows bunt and whacks him. So that'll have the consequence of a runner on first and second now. And it looks like, I believe Caden is the catcher, so we're going to do a speed up for him and put a runner on first. And I believe the runner, can't quite tell who that is. Looks like Nunez is who we have for Juan Diego on first now. And Dallas Larson at the plate. And swing and a miss, so a foul ball. Nunez is number 40 for Juan Diego over there at first. Shows bunt and fouls it off for strike number 2. So don't see many bunt attempts on 2 strikes. That could be another prop bet with along with the 3-0 count. Guessing he's swinging all the way on this one. And that's a Pass ball, no play at third or second, so that'll be a ball. And put runners on second and third. So 1 and 2 to Dallas. And that's high. 2 and 2. And that misses. And here comes the runner from third. Is going to score easily. And that will also advance the runner to third. So that'll be ball 3. Runner at third, and put a point, a run, that is, on the board for Juan Diego. So Dallas, being down 0 and 2, has looked at 3 balls to bring the count full. And that's going to be ball 4, so that'll put another runner on base for Juan Diego. Up to bat now for the home team is Malik Harris. Dallas with a massive lead at first. That's taken high. He takes big leads, but he can certainly get back if it's overthrown over there. So quick on the feet for sure. And he goes, and another. I thought that hit the batter. And that's kind of a weird play. The runner did advance over to third. Boy, I could have sworn that hit the batter. But I guess not, so we're going to go with a ball, advance the runner, and tack on a run for Juan Diego. So 2 and 0. Oh no, and the pitcher is holding his arm. Oh, did he hurt himself on that throw? Might have been why it was so off the mark, but he doesn't show. He's not holding his arm anymore. Maybe, not sure what that was. It sure looked like he was holding his elbow. But we're going to have a change. So after 15 pitches, we're going to have number 16 take the hill for Ogden. So let's make that change on the board. Runner at third for Juan Diego, no outs. Juan Diego up 2-0. So we've got an Ogden player out there. I don't know if he's taking laps or what he's doing. You see him out in the background there along the fence. He ran over to left field. Now he's making his way back over to right field. So I guess getting some exercise in. I'm not sure what that's all about. But anyway, back to Malik at the plate, 2-0 after the pitching change. Runner on third. And that is called a ball. So 3-0. and just misses inside. I thought that was ball 4. That should have been ball 4. I think they might be questioning that. That should be 4. Yeah, that is 4. Okay. I wasn't going crazy there. I think the umpire might have missed one there. So, yep, that is ball 4. So that'll put a runner on first and bring up number 28. So first and third, Andrew Lombana at the plate for Juan Diego. And the runner goes. There is no throw, so defensive indifference on that one. Ball 1. And that misses outside, so ball 2. And a striped hit out to right center field. That's going to touch the fence, off the fence. Lombana heading to second. Lombana going to make third, standing up. No, he's going to go head first, but he didn't need to. He's going to be there in plenty of time. And that is a 2-run RBI triple for Andrew Lombana. So nice swing of the bat there. Put a hit on the board and 2 more runs for Juan Diego. Up to bat now for Juan Diego is Coleman Jackson, taking 4, strike 1. And that is popped up and in play, but just up against the fence for no play. So 0-2 to Coleman Jackson with a runner on third base and no outs here in the bottom of the first. And Cole lifts one to left, and that is missed by the left fielder. So Jackson running to second will have a stand-up double and an RBI. So a nice hit there by Coleman Jackson to bring in another run for Juan Diego and put him at second base. So that will add another run and another hit to the total and bring to the plate the pitcher, Odell. And Odell hits it to the second baseman, bobbles it, and can't quite come up with it for the play. So that's going to be charged as an error to Ogden and advance the runner to third and puts a runner on first. So because Odell is the pitcher, we're going to go ahead and go with a speed up rule and have a pinch runner. That's going to be number 3 over there. And the pinch runner will be Collada, not the same Collada that batted, a different Collada. So ball 1, and up to bat is number 41, Cabby. So 2-0. Runner goes. That's hit over to first. First baseman smothers it and makes the play for out number 1. So a nice hustle play. That's going to go ahead and score a run, though, for Juan Diego. So put a run on the board and an out on the board. And bring up a new batter. This is going to be Larson at the plate, number 4. Fouls it off. So 0-1. So with a runner in scoring position, let's see what Larson can do. And that's hit over to first, but it is foul. As the wind makes another appearance. So 0-2 to Larson. And that gets away from the catcher. That's going to advance the runner over to third. So 1-2 to Larson. And Larson lifts 1-2 right field. Right fielder's coming in and misses the ball. So Larson's going to head to second. The run is going to score, and another double for Juan Diego and another run on the board. So let's get that squared away here on the scoreboard. Nice hit there. And that'll take the run total to 7 already for the Soaring Eagle. Shows bunt, gets that bunt down, but it does go foul. So 0-1 to the batter, and we have Shelton as the batter for Juan Diego, number 5. And he bunts, and that is down. See if they're going to make this throw. Throw to first is over the first baseman's head. Larson's going to have to go to second. The runner scores, and he's going to go 3. Here comes the play, and he is in there safe at third on the error by Ogden. So that's a costly mistake on the throw down to first. Was going to be close for a hit. I'm going to go ahead and tack that on as an error for Ogden. And that's going to add to the run total for Juan Diego. So up to bat already is number 34. That's hit to center and down, and that's going to score another run. So a hit by that is Fenger, I believe, again. So we'll tack another run on. And make sure I've got this square. I believe there's just one runner on base with just one out. And that's lifted to right center. Center fielder's under it and misses it. So runners are bunched up at second. Makes it over to third. So another hit for Juan Diego. And runners are now on second and third with still just one out and a score of 9-0 with Malik Harris up to bat. And that is a missed passed ball. Here comes the play at the plate, and he's safe in there for another run. So take another look at that one. That was a close play. So that'll be a ball. And tack another one on for Juan Diego. So 10-0 here in the JV game. Bottom of the first. And Malik hits one a mile in the air. And it's going to drop. No, it's not going to drop. Center field makes a great catch. Came out of nowhere to make that catch. And that will score on the tag up. So another run for Juan Diego on the sacrifice. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And a score of 11-0, bringing up to bat number 28 for Juan Diego. And that's over to first, and that is through. So that is definitely a single. He's going to go for 2. And the throw is coming in, and he's going to stand up easily, making it to second base. So another hit for Juan Diego. That was just inside the first base line. So well-placed hit over there. And now a runner on second. Coleman Jackson back up to bat. And Cole lifts one off. That one is going back and caught by the center fielder. So that was that one had the makings of a potential home run, but not quite enough on that one. So that'll be the third out for Juan Diego, but not before they put up an 11 spot here in the bottom of the first. So 7 hits and 11 runs. Oh, there was a 12th run. That's right, I missed that tag up. So that is 12 runs on 7 hits for Juan Diego in the bottom of the first. And we're going to go to top of the second with the same pitcher, Odell, at 17 pitches, wearing number 17. As he takes his warm-ups. So the game changer scorekeeper has 9 hits on the board for Juan Diego. The same error counts, however, so I'm going to go ahead and tack 2 more on for Juan Diego. I must have missed a couple there. Keeping me in sync. Thank goodness for Game Changer. It's hard to do all this in a manual control and try to keep things going, especially when it's such a fast-paced game like this one is. So it looks like 12 runs on 9 hits for Juan Diego. 2 errors on Ogden's side, 1 on Juan Diego's side. And we've got number 27 up to bat for Ogden. Called strike 1. Good pitch. And that one gets away, so ball 1. And here comes the wind again. Fouled that one back. 1-2. Outside. That was good height on that pitch, just outside. So 2-2. And another one outside. So he's just missing off the plate there, and that's going to take the count full, 3-2. And he right over the pitcher's head. Shortstop covers, throws it over to first for out number one. That's a nice play by shortstop. Let's take another look at that one. Over the pitcher's head, he comes over to cover that. All in one motion. So great throw for out number one. And a curveball missing for ball one. At bat for Ogden is number 2. And that misses, 2-0. And that one's hit. I thought that was headed to left field, but it's actually a foul ball. 2-1. In the turf for ball 3. And that is a walk. Putting a runner on for Ogden. Number 5 at the plate for the Tigers. Thought about the snap throw, but that is ball 1. And swing and a miss. And missing again, low and outside, so 3-1. And that's another walk. So just like that, 2 base runners on for Ogden. And the catcher wants to talk to the pitcher about something. Umpire calls him back, says, "Let's go, boys." So Ogden showing some life here. Number 9 at the plate. Not holding it first. And that misses again, low and outside, so needs to bring those pitches up a little bit. Two and 0. And that was a better looking pitch. Still missed outside though, so 3-0 on the verge of walking a 3rd straight batter with only 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. And he got him swinging in, missing. Wow, that's twice today. Twice on 3-0. The batter has had the green light, and only the 3rd time all year that that's happened. So fouled that one off, so the count is full. And another foul ball. So Odell finding the zone after having walked 2 batters and on 1 pitch away from walking a 3rd straight batter. Now 3-2. And got that one, but that's going to be a hit into right center field. There will be no throw at the plate, so that will load the bases. So a nice piece of hitting there by the Ogden batter to load the bases. And bringing up to the plate for Ogden is the catcher, number 26, but not before Juan Diego wants to talk about it. So the coach is out there. Speaking words of encouragement. Hopefully not words of concern, but probably something along the lines of, hey, we've got bases loaded, a force everywhere. Ground ball gets us a double play, so let's do it. And let's see if that's actually what he said. Or if that's actually what happens. I'll never know what he said. And a swing and a miss. So a good start on this batter. 0-1. And a snap throw to first is not in time. That pitch was a ball, so 1-1. And that is a called strike. 1-2, so a nice pitch right down the middle by Odell. See if he can get out of this bases loaded jam. And that is a called strike 3 for Odell. So out number 2, which feels a lot better than where we were headed. So bases loaded still, but with 2 outs, things looking a little bit better to prevent any runs from coming in. 1-0, that was a ball. And swing and a miss, so 1-1. And that's going to miss outside and low. So 2-1. And that's lifted to right field. Right fielder is under it and makes the catch. So Odell and Juan Diego get out of this unscathed. Bases loaded jam, and he gets out of it. So nice work. That will be the 48th pitch for Odell and take us to the bottom of the 2nd. So while we've got some time, let's take a peek back at the playoff format for Class 4A. Took a glance at 5A, and it was a little bit different. I couldn't tell you how it was different. It just looked different. I didn't really study it a whole lot. But Class 4A, I did study, and I put a chart together to try to simplify things because the bracket chart format, whatever you want to call it, that UHSAA put up is a little bit confusing and actually has some wrong dates in it, believe it or not. So I'll probably send a note to them to tell them they need to make a correction in their own document. But what we're looking at for playoffs is May 10th will be first round playoffs for Class 4A. And the way that works is because there's 21 teams in Class 4A, the format that they've come up with only facilitates 20 teams. So there's going to be a play-in game with the 20 and 21st seed at 2 p.m. on May 10th. And the odd thing about that is that that game will actually occur at the home site of the 13 seed, because the 13 seed will play the winner of the 20 versus 21 seed on the same day at 4 p.m. So hopefully that all works out pretty reasonably for both of those, well, all three of those teams, well, really both the teams, the 20 and 21, and hoping they don't have to travel very far. But that could be a long way to go to play a play-in game, knowing that if you lose, you're turning right back around if you potentially from northern Utah and have to go to southern Utah. So anyway, there are 3 other games that day besides the 13 seed. 19 plays at 14, 18 plays at 15, and 17 plays at 16. Then that will feed the second round, which are also home sites, but that's going to be the best of 3 as far as the games go. And the way that is structured is basically if you are in the top 12 in the final RPI, you will have a first round bye and play in the second round. And that's hit down the right field side, foul. So strike 1 on Odell, the batter. And it looks like we do have a new pitcher, number 2 for Ogden. Inside for ball 1. So if you're in the top 12, you will avoid a first round game in the playoffs. And that's inside. I thought it might have hit him. So 2-1. If you're in the top 8 in the RPI, you're guaranteed a home set best of 3 matchup. So that is foul down the third base side. Realize I'm on the wrong camera there. Sorry about that. So 2-2 to Odell. So top 8, you're guaranteed a 3-game set at your home site, and then the playoffs move to Utah Valley in an 8-team, and that's foul off his foot, but the umpire didn't see it, so they're going to call that an out, and it must not have hit him, but sure looked like it hit him, so that'll be out number 1 for Ogden. So, now they're going to talk about it, it looks like, to see if that was a foul ball. I thought it went off his foot. So the 8-team format then goes to Utah Valley, where it's a double elimination tournament up until the championship game, and then the championship game is a best of 3 as well. So that's what we're looking at for the playoff format. And he said no foul balls, so that is an out, and no change needed. And Utah Valley University is down in the Utah County area, just off the freeway, off the I-15 freeway, near the Orem-Provo area, if I'm not mistaken, as the batter takes a swinging strike. Cabby's the batter for Juan Diego, and lifts that one to right field. Right fielder is under it and makes the catch out there. So out number 2 for Ogden. I think the fielder might have been a little surprised by that, although the sun, I will say the sun for the right fielder and the first baseman is getting to a point where it is a problem. So he looked a little surprised that he caught it, but he might have been more surprised that he could actually see it. And that's a called strike. So 0-1 to Larson, the batter for Juan Diego. And that's in the dirt. Well, the turf, that is. So 1-1. So the playoffs are an interesting format. I haven't seen that before. Makes sense. You don't necessarily want a single elimination round throughout the playoffs, but I can see why the first round would be single elimination to reduce the teams down a little bit as ball 3 is called. So stay tuned. We'll have more on that in the upcoming streams, of which there will only be 2 more home games here at Juan Diego, unless we're fortunate enough to have a home playoff game. And that's line 2, right field. So that's going to get down for a hit. And thinking about second, but not really thinking about it. So tack on a hit, put a base runner up, and add a pitch to the count. Bringing up Shelton for Juan Diego. And that's called strike 1. So 0-1. And he throws over, and the ball hits the, I think that ball hit the base runner. So safe at first. And swing and a miss. Catcher is not able to smother that one, so that'll be a passed ball. And runner on second, so 0-2 to the batter. And, ooh, fouls that one off. He waited on it. Was coming in there off speed, so did the right thing there. Ooh, just up in the zone. That was that was a good one to. I guess that was a good take. 1-2. Close one though. That could have gone either way. And that one's definitely up. The runner goes over to third. The throw is not even attempted. So 2-2. Put a runner on third for Juan Diego. Ooh, and that's a, oh, that's a foul ball. So he's going to have to. Umpire did not call that a foul ball, but the umpires are going to talk about it. So I think it hit his bat. We'll see if before I put this run up. It was definitely a pitch. I mean, it didn't bounce off of the mitt like that. So I think it's going to be called a foul ball. Oh, that is going to be judged. What is that? Oh, I see what they're doing. They're calling that a hit by pitch. So there's now going to be a runner on first and third. So the runner does not score. Very curious. I thought it had gone off his bat, but I guess it went off his hand or something. So runner goes, and that is fouled off. So 0-1, runner has to retreat back to first. And I believe this is Caden Fenger up to bat. And the pitcher Does a third to first move with no throw. And off speed, and that is lifted to right field, and that is going to get down. That is a fair ball. What? He called that foul? Wow. Okay, guess it didn't have a line on it. I swear that was going to be that bounce fair. So good hit there. That's strike one. Actually, it's going to be strike two. Okay, 0-2. And that's hit right back to the pitcher, who's going to toss it to first for out number 3. So no runs given up in the second inning by Ogden. Head to the third. And are we going to have a pitching change? It looks like we are going to have a pitching change. This will be number 39. So Odell threw 2 innings, 48 pitches, and exactly half of those were strikes, having faced 10 batters. So we're going to go ahead and put a reliever in for Odell. This will be number 19 for Juan Diego. And that is Shelton. So relief pitcher in here in the top of the third. And it looks like I failed to tack a hit on the board for Ogden, so 10 hits for Juan Diego, 1 for Ogden. I believe the catcher was the last one up, so that's why we have a temporary catcher. And here comes Caden now. So hopefully Shelton's ready to go and get things started here. So I believe the 10-run rule is 10 after 5. If you're up by 10 after 5 and the home team has completed their half of the inning, then the game's over. At least that's the varsity rule. My assumption is that makes it through to junior varsity. I don't know if that it's ever come up yet, but most of the time we barely make it through 5 anyway for JV just because we run out of light. And a swing and a miss. So good pitch there. Number 11's at the plate for Ogden. And that's lifted to foul territory at first, and the catch is made just out of frame there by the first baseman. So 2 pitches and 1 out on the board for Shelton. Low and outside, got number 16 up for Ogden at the plate. And not sure what that pitch would be called. I almost want to call it a screwball. It has a lot of movement on it. Not quite a curveball. It doesn't have enough break for me to think of it as a curveball, but I've seen it a couple of times. 2-1's the count now. It just tails off at the end there, so really confusing to the hitter. And that looked like almost the same pitch. Throw to first is in time, so that is out number 2.
And there you go, Cole.
And 6 pitches and 2 outs now for Shelton. All right, let's see this pitch. See if I can get a beat on it. What's coming out of his hand here? That was just a plain old fastball for strike 1. Good pitch. Yeah, it just has a tail on it. It's just an off speed, just a different off speed pitch, I guess. Good ball, though. 0-2 to the batter. And got him swinging for strike 3. So good work by Shelton. Throwing 9 pitches and earning 3 outs. So we're going to change sides and go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And I'm going to go ahead and put that graphic back up on the playoff picture. So back to what I was saying, we've got home site games for round 1, home site games for round 2, and those are best of 3 in round 2. Those are scheduled for May 13th and May 14th. May 13th at 4 p.m., May 14th at 11 a.m., and then another game on May 14th if necessary. And the interesting thing about that is obviously those are late afternoon and fairly early morning games, so that's probably an overnight trip for some teams depending upon where they go to play those games. So that could be interesting. Then we move to May 17th through May 20th, and that's the championship rounds double elimination tournament at Utah Valley University. So all the teams get reseeded according to how they've done up to that point. 8 teams go through the playoff, 2 teams make it to the championship game, and the championship game then becomes not just a single game, but a best of 3 affair beginning on May 21st at 7 p.m. So that'll be under the lights at Utah Valley. And then the following day, which would be Saturday, May 22nd at 11 a.m. for Game 2, and then follow on May 22nd, if necessary, to decide the winner. So quite a playoff schedule for baseball upcoming, and should be pretty exciting to follow the teams and see how everything turns out. Hard to believe we're already almost to the end of the season. Feels like it just started not that long ago. Bottom of the 3rd. At the plate is Dallas Larson for Juan Diego. And called strike 1 on Dallas. One and one. And just a little bit behind on that one, so 2-2 to Dallas. And fouls it off, so staying alive up there, 2-2. And swing and a miss, but the pitch is dropped, and he's going to easily be safe at first. So a strikeout for Ogden, But a dropped third strike will put a base runner on for Juan Diego. And up to bat looks like Malik Harris for Juan Diego. Dallas usually takes a pretty good lead. Let's see if he's going to go on this one. Malik fouls that one off. So 0-1. As the wind kicks up a little more here and messes with my camera view. And called strike 2. So 0-2 on Malik. Coming home with it. That's in the turf. 4-1, 1-2. And that is on the other side of the batter, so ball 2. Oh, and that hits the batter, so that'll put another runner on. So Malik takes his place down at first. And the wind really starting to stir up here at Juan Diego. As Lombana goes to the plate, that's going to right center, and the fielder misses the ball. Malik's got to hurry and get there. He does, so he is safe at second. So base is loaded, and that's going to be an error on Ogden. And bring up to the plate Coleman Jackson with bases loaded. And takes for strike 1. So let's see if Juan Diego can add to their lead. And way ahead of that one. For strike 2. As the ball hits a weird spot on the mound and gets away from the pitcher on the throwback. So 0-2. And swing and a miss. Batter's out on that one. But there was a stolen base home, so that'll add to the run total. So Juan Diego now 13 with runners on second and third. And that's going to bring to the plate Odell. Let's hit over to short. The throw to first is in time for the out. And that will score another run for Juan Diego. So an RBI for Odell. Takes the tally up to 14-0. At bat for Juan Diego now is Cabby, number 41. And he stripes one down the right. That's definitely going to be fair. And the right fielder misses it, goes to the fence. Cabby's on his horse. He's going to be at third easily. Oh, he trips. Oh, he trips. going around second, and let's see if we have a replay of that.
Cabby's on his
He's
board.
moving. Oh, and he gets tripped up by the bag.
Oh, he tripped
He
going around second.
could have potentially made it home. I don't know. That was probably a stretch. He was definitely into third standing up. But anyway, that'll put a hit on the board for Juan Diego and tack another run on. And that is a play to second, and he digs it out, and he says safe. He dug it out, but he dropped it. So that's going to score another run for Juan Diego, if I can keep up on all the things going on here. So another error on Ogden. That's another run for Juan Diego, and that's going to put a runner on first base. So 16 is the count. And that's hit really hard on the third base side. That's going to go into left field. And that is that's definitely going to be a hit. I don't think third baseman had a chance on that one. So another hit for Juan Diego, first and second base. And that'll bring up number 3 for Juan Diego. And he's going to call that one a strike. A little up in the zone, but that's why there's a zone. So 0-1. Good pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And there should be 2 outs on the board. Sorry about that. And that's a knuckleball. Let's take another look at that one. So fouled off. Don't see many knuckleballs. And the umpire calls balk on that one. Yeah, he never came to a pause, so that'll put runners on second and third. No pitch. And swing and a miss, so that is going to be out number 3 for Ogden on that swing and a miss. And this will go to the top of the 4th with Juan Diego up 16-0. And I think the side from Ogden is calling mercy on this one, so well, maybe not. I think looked like the coach signaled like they were done. Nope, looks like we're going to go at least one more. So up in Ogden, the JV game did only go 3 innings. They basically called it quits after 3. Looked like they were going to do the same here, but that does not appear to be the case. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the 4th inning. And I'm going to step out and fix that camera where the net has blocked the view there. So I'll be right back. Okay, we should be set now. Up to bat is number 27. Takes ball 1. And we'll go ahead and kick on the other microphone. Wind has subsided for the moment. So that's going to be a base hit out to center field, left center field. Scooped up by the fielder out there into second base. So a nice hit by number 27 for Ogden to start off the top of the 4th. Up to bat now for Ogden is number 2. Called strike 1. Good pitch there by Shelton. And there's that late breaking ball. First base has the ball in his sights, makes the catch.
Late breaking ball.
And kind of tripped on the bag there, but made the play, so
In his sights makes the
out
catch.
number 1. For Juan Diego. And swing and a miss for number 5 at the plate for Ogden. And in there for strike 2 is the pitch from Shelton. Good pitch there. And that's inside, so ball 1. Not much of a lead over there at first.
Good eye.
2-2. And no longer holding that runner at first. And got him swinging and occupied. First base is occupied, so that won't be a steal attempt for the dropped third strike. So a good pitch there to fool the batter by Shelton, and that'll ring up out number 2. At the plate for Ogden is number 1 with a swing and a miss. And swing and a miss number 2, so 0-2 quickly on number 1. And that is a swing and a miss for out number 3. And I believe I did hear the umpire call ball game on that. So good pitch by Shelton to get that last out. And that will be the ball game. So Juan Diego dominating the junior varsity match with a final score of 16-0. So thanks for joining, everybody. The upcoming schedule for Juan Diego, take a quick peek at that to let you know where we're at with streaming and the rest of the regular season. Put that back up on the screen here. Give me just a second. So we are at Brighton on Saturday. That's a non-region game. That's a 1 p.m. varsity only. Actually, no, I do have JV as a contest there, so that could be a JV match as well. I'm surprised that I have that as yes as JV, but I haven't looked at it for a while. So let's plan on a JV game at Brighton. The next home game where we will continue streaming for JV and varsity will be Tuesday, the 27th. So next Tuesday, that's a JV and a varsity, and that will be streamed. And then the final home game is going to be senior night. That is May 6th. That's a Thursday, and that will be against Tooele. So those are the last two home games we have and the last two home streams that are scheduled at this point. Again, pending where the RPI ends up and where Juan Diego is seeded for either the first or second round. So we'll see how that goes. So that's where things stand. Again, final Juan Diego 16, Ogden 0 here in the junior varsity match. We'll call that a wrap and check back in with you on Tuesday when we host Ben Lomond. So have a great night, everybody.